New York City, the Big Apple. We got a bunch of good ones. Well, there's a few bad ones in the bunch as well. Are the New York Jets fans toxic? Jets, 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 Jets! Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, I want to talk about a story that came out just after the Jets lost to the Jaguars. Been a lot of confusing stuff going on. I actually missed the initial story of this. Had a lot of family up for Christmas and whatnot, and I actually heard about it through O'Leary and Greenbean. So wanted to talk about it a little bit, and it's the toxicity level of the Jets fan base and things that are going on that I don't particularly like. And look, this is coming from a guy that goes on the internet and literally yells into a camera what he thinks about different players. So like that, I get where this could be like kind of confusing and, you know, sort of maybe side speak or me being a hypocrite or whatever. But there's a line. There is clearly a line, and we've seen this thing start to get crossed. I'm hoping this story... I don't even know what to make of this story. So basically, let's round it back to where we were going with this. So Zach Wilson's mom, apparently, after the Jets lost to the Jaguars, got a ton of digital messages on social media complaining about Zach Wilson, how he's caused this Jet fan base all this turmoil, and you know, we're upset, we blew a pick on him, and all this other stuff. And she's just trying to like protect her Zach, her kid, and Jet fans going after our quarterback's mom. Like that, to me, that's a line. The line is like way earlier before that. Kevin, the guy that yelled at the GM, the line's before that. Like I don't particularly like it. Like I can handle heckling. Like at least that's sort of in like the same realm of, you know, you're yelling at Joe Douglas because at least there's, you know, he made the pick. But Zach's mom has nothing to do with this. Like any fan that feels it's, you know, all right to go into someone's, you know, some athlete's DMs, not even just the athletes' DMs, but their family members. Like, that's insane. Apparently, there were people, like, telling Zach to kill himself, and, like, it's just, like, not okay. I don't approve of this at all, and that's the part of this fan base that I really don't like, because I have seen it. I've seen the venom in the comments. I've seen, you know, a lot of people use some strong language, and I don't get where it comes from. We are watching a game, and I understand the passion, and I get all that, and I understand what's, like, on the line. But in the end, you're watching a game. Like, there's no reason to go to that next level. Well, to take it a little bit further, / walk it back, and I don't really know what to make of this, apparently, we found out through a post on Zach Wilson's mom's Instagram that these messages that we're seeing right here are fake. And Merry Christmas. So there was, if you don't know, there were Instagram messages that were leaked that kind of looked similar to this, where they were just ripping on Zach, and it was, you know, Mrs. Wilson says the fan base is toxic and he doesn't want to play here. And basically she's coming out and saying, like, that's not true. That's not what's happening. Zach is all about ball. All these are fake. And, you know, how do I feel about this? I hope they are fake, because I really don't want to see anyone harassing his mom, or anyone for that matter. Like, you should not be harassing people for doing their job, or like not even just doing her job. She's not even part of the team. Leave her alone. Leave her out of this. No part of this needs to be, she does not need to be harassed in any capacity. So for me, do I think these are actually fake? Were fans actually doing this? I really do think fans are doing it. I think fans are assholes. And if they're not, like, I shouldn't say fans are assholes. Some fans are assholes. We got plenty of good fans, plenty of really good ones. Like this whole, I don't know, just frustrating. People get me fired up. But the fact that these might be photoshopped, is that even, I guess it's not worse, but it's like you're trying to like intentionally cause BS. And I feel like we would find these out pretty quickly if these are in fact faked, because I feel like people should be able to verify on the opposite end of those DMs if they were in fact real. So if these are fake, fans are nuts. Just nuts. Like, you're making faked Photoshop messages to his mom. Come on, get your head right. Get your head out of this. Like, look, moving forward, does Zach Wilson actually want to be here? I would bet right now he's probably feeling like he may not want to. And if it were me, I would react the same way that Zach Wilson's mom supposedly acted. Like, as far as like responding back and saying the fan base is toxic. Part of me feels like this is probably a PR move trying to, I don't want to say cover up, but maybe like throw a little bit of water on a fire. I don't think this is going to be like pouring water on a grease fire and it just explodes, but I don't blame Mrs. Wilson if this is what she's being dealt with. Like if she's getting thrown all these different messages, she held herself back. Mama Bear deserves to attack when her cubs are being threatened. New dad, someone attacks baby Shay, threaten her, coming out like a pack of wolves I am. That's right. Pack of wolves. One wolf. Lone wolf. Ugh. I don't know. I don't want to believe this fan base is toxic. I have seen the venom from quarterbacks that just stumble or bumble or whatever just a little bit, and then all of a sudden the fan base is cheering for the backup, and we're just looking for everything and looking for straws to grasp at. And I understand 50 years, 60 years of like incompetence at quarterback play is gonna cause a jaded fan base. Completely understand that. But I think it's important to remember this is a game. This is something that we are all supposed to enjoy. This is supposed to take our mind off things. And now when you're throwing all this BS drama in it too, like, I'm not about it. I want Zach here long term. I don't think this is the end for Zach Wilson. I know a lot of people are going to be saying, hey, he's off the team. Like, there's no way the team's behind him. I get that, and it seems like it's very knee-jerk right now, but it is in our best interest for this to not be the case and for him to maintain, his roster spot and continue to grow. And at the very least, even if you don't want him here, you want him to at least be here through preseason to show out and, fluff up his trade value. So even if he, if this is true and he doesn't want to be here, I don't know. It's just frustrating. I don't know what to make of this. I would like to see him around. I don't know if he's necessarily the answer to the future, but like, what's the harm in finding out if he's not actually actively making the locker room toxic and this is something they can get by and like fans can shut the hell up? Ugh. I feel bad for the ones making the decisions. I'm really glad I don't have to be one of those guys. So, guys, let me know your thoughts on the Jets fan base. Are we toxic? Did these messages happen? Are these photoshopped? Does that make it better or worse? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, go Jets. Jets!